Welcome back to BlackTideTV, guys. Today I've got Pure Free For All number 2 for you. We're using the bow with the extended mags, foregrip, and quick draw grip on BioLab. The gameplay, it's kind of slow to start. I'm doing pretty crappy at the beginning. I get killed a bunch of times just randomly, but then I really start to pick it up towards the end, and I think I win by 10 kills or something like that. Today in the commentary, we're talking about the one gun to rule them all. I'm using the bow in this gameplay, and that's kind of what I'm talking about because I find that in Call of Duty, it's kind of unfair to a lot of the weapons because one gun is always better than anything else. There's always one overpowered gun, and I've got a bunch of points to prove that. It's funny the one gun thing. It just reminds me of Lord of the Rings or something for some reason, just to show you guys my nerdiness. But the one gun to rule them all. Of all the guns, all the other guns are made, and then just this one other gun. Then the one gun is made, and it's just better than anything, and it just destroys everything, and it all becomes about this one weapon. In Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I'd call that the bow. The ASM-1 is arguably the one gun, but the bow I'd say is definitely it because the bow came out was right from launch. It was the strongest weapon in the game, and you get it right away. You don't even have to unlock it; you just get it at the beginning of every prestige. And it was super overpowered when the game first came out. It was wrecking people in 3 shots at most ranges. The Obsidian Steed, its elite version, actually still does that. The Obsidian Steed is, without argument, the best variant in the game. It just melts people at 3 shots at any range. The Inferno is also very good because it's got the insane fire rate, but the Obsidian Steed definitely just melts people. The bow, though, in general, is super powerful. It's still a 3 or 4 shot kill most ranges. Really far away, you might get a 5-shot kill. But it's also got the best fire rate of all the assault rifles. It's got very low recoil. It's just a super powerful weapon, and it's not really fair to all the other weapons that are in this game, because it's kind of weird that they do that. That they have like 1 or 2 guns, like say the bow and the ASM-1, that just are absolutely the best at everything, and you don't need a single other gun in the entire game other than those 2 guns to do anything. Even when you see the pros play, when you see Optic Gaming, you see Team Envious or whoever, you're watching MLG. It's ASM-1s and bows. You even hear the commentators say, like, I was watching an Optic Gaming versus Revenge or something like that, and the commentators are literally saying, they're like, oh, the way that this guy's using that bow, or the way that he has mastered the ASM-1, and they're talking like that. They're saying, oh, and he has to use the ASM-1 to do this, and you've got to use the bow to do that. They're not even considering, like they just talk about the 2 weapons, like bow and ASM-1. No one even cares about anything else. AK-12, nah. Like ARX, whatever. Nobody cares. It's just the bow and the ASM-1 are the only ones that the pros use, so they're the only ones that anybody uses. It's kind of ridiculous that all of these guns, like there's 30 guns or 32 guns in the game, and then 10 variants of each weapon. So there's like 300 guns in the game, but the only ones you care about are 2. Well, plus their variants, but only 2 weapons rule the game. It's kind of sad. Like, I wish it could go back. Like, I don't know about it. Like, there's skepticism about it, but I feel like all the guns in Modern Warfare 2, way back when, Modern Warfare 2, I feel like they were all balanced. A lot of people might argue with that, like, that it's just because the game was so off or whatever back then, because it was one of the first Call of Duty games. But, I feel like all the weapons were balanced in that game. Like, there wasn't one gun that suffered terribly from anything compared to anything else. You could pretty much pick up any weapon and have a really amazing gameplay, whereas in some of the newer Call of Duties, you have to use some of the better weapons, or else you're kind of screwed. So if Call of Duty had kept going with that, and a lot of people call the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, every gun was overpowered, that you would, no matter what weapon you're using, you killed super quick. But I feel like that was so much more simple because you could get those, like, pick up any weapon and just go out and get a good gameplay, and there was no specific weapon that the pros would use. Like, then you'd see a lot more variation in gameplays. You'd see a lot more variation in what the pros are using, because every weapon would be viable instead of just two. So if Call of Duty had done that, I think it would be a much better game. I think it would be more variety in the game, and just a lot more fun of a game to play. So make sure you're trying out some other guns in the game. A lot of the guns have a specific niche they have. They do a specific thing, and they're pretty effective at a specific game mode or a specific gameplay, other than just the BAL and the ASM-1, which are pretty much good at anything. You should try out some of the other weapons. There are some really good weapons in the game. They're just not professional grade. But don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, guys, for more pure free-for-all. This gameplay is pretty much coming to an end, so check out my sponsors down in the description. I've got CJ Grips and Urban Grips. Use my code BTIDE at either of those for some thumbstick grips or any other of the products they sell, and make sure you use my link down in the description to head over to No Scope Glasses and get yourself some gaming glasses. Thanks a lot for watching BlackTideTV, guys. I'll see you guys on my next video.